Okay, guys, this is a quick video with a little review of your options in Google Classroom and how to add files for your students. And then I'm going to show you from the student side what they should be doing to make sure this whole process actually makes your life easier, not more difficult. If I'm in my class as the teacher, all right, quick review, you have your add button here and you have your 4 options. If you create an assignment, you get a pop-up window. You can change the due date. You can add any kind of a description you want, which can be very long if you need it to be. And then you can attach, you can put a YouTube video, a link, or go to your Google Drive. In most cases, you're probably giving your students something that you want them to type on. So in most cases, you're probably going to need to add a Google Doc, not a Word document or a PDF. You can add anything you want. But if it's a Word document, PDF, anything like that, the students are only going to be able to read it, not edit it. So I picked this Google Doc just to show you what it looks like. And this is the key moment here. When you're making the assignment, if you just want them to read it, pick View. If you want your entire class to edit that one document, pick Edit, which is going to be pretty rare that you want that. In many cases, most cases possibly, you're going to say make a copy for each student. So this is literally just taking that action of going to the copy machine and running off a bunch of copies for your class and doing it digitally right here. So there's no paper involved. So this will make a copy for every single kid. This option is only available the first time that you make an assignment. If you make the assignment and then go back to edit it, this will be gone. You can't do it. So make sure you get it right the first time. But it is pretty easy just to make a new assignment if you forget. Right, once you've assigned your work to the students, a lot of kids are either emailing their work, they're just directly sharing their Google Docs, and some of them might be submitting it through Google Classroom the correct way. So I'll just show you. This is a demo class. Mrs. Whalen was very nice to enroll me in her class. And I've got 3 different assignments here. I'll show you what it looks like. This one down here, if I open the assignment, I've got your work and it's empty, and I've got this document up here. It says Trig Chapter 1 Review. Now, if I open that, it's right here, it says View Only. So this would be something where you add a resource and your kids can't do anything to it. It's something that you own, you protect, you don't want the kids to type on or change anything about, but you want to give the kids the information. Here it is. So I can see it, and there might be instructions in the assignment. Go over this Trig review and then add your work. Here's the key moment. This is what you want your kids to do to make your workflow a little bit easier. You want your kids to hit, when they're starting the assignment, create. And if it's an essay or something that they have to provide some writing on, create a doc. If they were going to create some kind of a presentation, they'd pick slides, spreadsheet, sheets. But in most cases, it's probably a doc. If I hit create doc, it's going to make that file and it's going to name it for me as a student. Demo assignment, Daniel Whalen. So it will name those files for you. If you have all of your students doing it this way, then all of your documents that you're collecting will be named for you appropriately. Now, once I create that, as a teacher, I can see the kids that have created those files, and I can see the work that the students have done on them. As a student, I work in it, and when I'm done, I hit turn in. It's going to say that one attachment is going to be submitted. I hit turn in. And then as a teacher, I see Dan Whalen is done. If I go back in here as a student, I can't make any changes. It's now owned by the teacher. So the teacher can provide feedback, can go through it, make some edits, make some suggestions. As a teacher, I can then return it, or as a student, I can say I turned it in and I forgot to do something. Well, now I hit unsubmit. And if I hit unsubmit, it basically gives me this file back. I can make changes and then I can turn it back in. So the key thing is to have your kids hit create and add a doc at that point. There's other ways around it, but that would be the best way, and that's going to make your life easy because it's going to have everything named appropriately. It's going to give the kids options just to turn it in right here, instead of them doing it on their own and then adding it later as an attachment. Ideally, you're going to have everyone following that same procedure. Just to show you really quickly, here's an assignment that has already been copied for me. So when I go into my work, it says copy of opening day info. All right, it took the file name and it just added my name to it. It's already done for me as the student. So all I have to do is open this up, type in it, and hit turn in. And then lastly, this would be an example. Now, I don't even know as a student. This is an example of a file that was added and the entire class can then edit it. And you would see that as the teacher, you would see all of the work being done on that document. At this point, if there's nothing to actually add as a student, say this is a group assignment, right, the demo essay, and you ask every student to write down 3 thoughts on it. So every kid is adding to that one document. Well, then how are they going to say that they're done? Well, they can just go in here and say, yes, I did it. They just hit mark as done. And it'll say done. This is a great way to do group assignments where you don't want 25 copies of whatever document it is. You might want 4 copies from the 4 groups in your class. So one person from each group is actually going to add their work, and the other members of the group are just going to hit mark as done. Hope that helped. Hope that seeing from the student side kind of gives you a view of what they should be doing, and that it helps you in running your Google Classroom a little bit better. As always, let me know if you have any questions. I'm more than happy to stop in and even help your classes when the students are present, making sure that they're submitting it the correct way. Thanks a lot. Have a great one.